Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, chewies and chewets. I hope that everybody's doing good today. Welcome back to the Deived channel. I'm a little bit under the weather, guys, just to let you all know. But I did want to connect with all of you to review stocks, crypto, and whatever else we can find in the news. Interesting. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and submit them in the chat room right now. If you're watching the replay, submit them in the comment section. The markets are steady right now, ladies and gentlemen, but all eyes are on Jerome Powell's big speech later today. Nvidia's AI boom is literally carrying the US economy, and we've got some wild stories in the mix. Boeing's huge China deal, Apple and Meta's buyback, and even Plug Power exploding higher. Let's break it down while we look at the pre-market heat map and crypto bubbles. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're rocking with me, and check out my music. The links are in the description. Okay, guys, let's get it. Give me a second. Let's start with the pre-market numbers. The S&P 500 is up 0.1%. The Nasdaq 100 futures 0.2%, and the Dow futures are up 0.1%. Welcome, Adam. How you doing, my bro? You doing good? Good to see you, my bro. Okay, so the yields are down slightly. 10-year at 4.14%, 2-year at 3.61%. Wall Street touched record highs again yesterday. And let's take a look at a little bit over here. So the I 46,381, SPX 6,693, Nasdaq 89.93, US 100 24,759, IXIC 22,788, US oil 63.11. And investors are waiting for Powell's speech at the Greater Providence Chamber of Commerce. Likely no surprises, tone will match last Fed policy meeting. Fed Gov Stephen Miran broke from consensus, saying rates should be 2% lower. That's very different from Powell's cautious stance. The upcoming data, guys, composite flash PMI. Let me just go ahead and share with you forexfactory.com/calendar. You can see, sorry guys, I'm a little bit under the weather, but so you can see that we got some flash manufacturing PMI coming up, services PMI, Fed, Chair Powell speaking, CPI, but this is Australian dollar. Tomorrow we got new home sales, crude oil inventories, but not red folder news. Thursday we got final GDP quarter, unemployment claims, and on Friday core PCE price index, as we already have mentioned. Okay. Market feels calm right now, but Powell's words can easily shake things. Miran calling for 2% lower rates shows there is still disagreement inside the Fed. Inflation on Friday is the real game changer. Now let's talk about Nvidia, guys. Nvidia over here. Deutsche Bank's Saravelos calls AI spending a Deus Ex Machina, a savior keeping the US out of recession. Without AI capex, US could already be in recession. And by the way, over here, it says over here that Bank of America reiterated its buy rating and a $215 price target. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Nvidia. Today Nvidia is waking up at 181.94, a little bit lower than yesterday's close, 183.61. But it says over here 215 Bank of America, so it's even higher than what we had already, bro. So let's go ahead and add that. And if we were to go up from the current price, that will be about 18%, which is pretty good. Let me know in the chat what you think. Okay, AI Boom explains why Max 7, Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla dominate. Why inflation hasn't spiked, AI spending doesn't need many workers, obviously. Why North Asia tech exports remain strong. Warning, hyperscaler spending growth is peaking this year. If capex slows, growth may fade. Nvidia is literally described as carrying the weight of US economic growth. It's wild. Nvidia isn't just boosting Wall Street, they're holding up the entire US economy right now. But if spending slows, who's taking the baton, guys? Let me know. Now, I pulled up an article here, guys, of Apple and Meta lead stock buybacks. So S&P 500 companies spent $234.6 billion on buybacks in the Q2, down 20% from record Q1, but flat year over year. Apple, Meta, Alphabet, Nvidia, 27% of all buybacks. Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. I told you I'm a little bit sick. Apple's Q2 buybacks ranked as the 10th largest in S&P history. Participation dropped 67.6% of companies from 76.8% in Q1. Utilities only sector increasing buybacks. Healthcare down 39%. S&P expects buybacks plus dividends to hit a record high in 2025 overall. Even with tariffs and policy uncertainty, big tech is buying up their stock like crazy, and that's a bullish signal, but it also shows how concentrated this rally is. And just to show you a little bit, so Apple waking up to the price of $254. Guys, we reached the target. Let's go. We reached the target. 250 was our target. We already got there, bro. Meta, 767.99. Microsoft, 515.57. Amazon, 228.40. So great movement happening pre-market, guys. Give me a second, my friends. I gotta do something real quick. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit sick, so IonQ quantum breakthrough, converted visible photons, telecoms wavelengths. So IonQ, backed by Air Force Research Lab, could enable long-distance quantum networking over today's fiber optic lines. And next, IonQ plans to connect 2 quantum computers using this tech. Stock IonQ went up pre-market, and I want to take a look at it real quick. IonQ went up to 74.08, and we already knew that this was gonna happen, guys. I think that we did an analysis a while back. You can see here that we did an analysis when it was at 689, and today we are at 74. That's an increase of 1,133, guys. Okay, we did talk about it last year, September 2024. Currently 74.04 for IonQ. Quantum internet is closer than we think. This breakthrough could mean secure global networking beyond what's possible today. Okay, so let's go through a few more things. Plug power, guys. Plug. Waking up. I remember Plug Power a while back, and now Plug Power is up pre-market after 21% yesterday, guys. We already knew this. So yesterday went up 22%. Today we are higher. We're at 297, 11% pre-market already. So filing resale of 185.4 million shares via warrants at $2 could raise $370 million. Rally fueled by AI data centers needing more power, insider buying, tax credit extensions, and high short interest 30% adds fuel. Plug Power is turning into a meme energy play. AI hype plus energy equals rocket fuel for the stock. Now let's go to the lithium article that I got over here. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. DOE reconsidering $2.3 billion loan for Lithium Americas. Thacker Pass mine. Concerns competition from cheap Chinese lithium may kill demand. GM owns 38% stake, about $625 million. DOE by push GM to sign binding purchase agreements. And stock LAC is down 1.8%, about 1.8% LAC. This shows how tricky US lithium independence is. Even with big loans, China's pricing dominates. LAC, let's take a quick look at it. Lithium's Americas Corp. 293, but it's actually looking good to me, man. If we are able to break that resistance, we should be fine. $3.13, and I think the next stop should be around here, $6. I think maybe $6. Let's start with $5. I think $5 could be a good stop, but it's actually looking much better than before. That retracement could be a good one, so keep an eye on the pullback and see if you can find a good entry. I know, Chewy, I know you're hungry, bro. But anyways, let's continue with Boeing BA. By the way, cheers, salud. US and China close to huge Boeing order, possibly 500 aircraft. Could be Boeing's largest China deal since 2017, seen as centerpiece for a trade deal, contingent on easing tensions. And Boeing right now pre-market is higher from 212 to 217, almost 218. It's up about 2.6%. I do see a signal that we are gonna go down, so keep an eye on the pullbacks. If we get a good re-entry, you should definitely capitalize on that, guys. So what I will do is add a trend line here, and whenever it breaks it, this could be a good re-entry. I will keep an eye on 200s. I will keep an eye on our 180s. Those are good price points for Boeing. I think Boeing BA has a lot of potential coming up. So, oh, the market open. There you go, guys. Boeing 217. Not bad, not bad. Now let's three more things that I want to talk about, guys, before I take a look at the stock market heat map. Let's take a look at Meta. Meta already at 767. So Meta dating update. AI chatbot assistant for dating help. Meet cute surprise weekly matches. Aim to reduce sweep fatigue. And stocks that are getting impacted by this news is Match and Bumble. Meta isn't just after TikTok. Now they're gunning for Tinder and Bumble too. And you can see already action in Facebook or Meta coming out with a lot of stuff. Definitely want to watch out for this. If there's a pullback, I'm gonna capitalize on the drop opportunity because we already have broken a trend line here. And let me go ahead and do that real quick. We broke a few trend lines, but let me see. We broke this one, we went down, but then we broke this one and we went up. So what I want to keep an eye on is this over here. Yeah, so let's see what happens. If it does go lower, 747, 750, 740s, 670s could be great price points if we do retrace. Okay, two more articles that I want to review. One is back with Nvidia. So Nvidia currently at 180.158. Nvidia to invest $100 billion in OpenAI for data centers could generate $300 to $500 billion in revenue long term, Bank of America says. Nvidia will be OpenAI's preferred compute and networking partner, Bank of America keeps buy rating of 215, which we already talked about. This isn't scale, 100 billion in half a trillion cut out. Nvidia basically locked itself in OpenAI's backbone. And the last thing that I want to talk about, guys, is something that is creating a lot of buzz. Trump admin formally linked acetaminophen in pregnancy causes autism and ADHD. FDA will require new warnings. Low covering folinic acid may be allowed to treat autism. Tylenol maker Kenvue dropped 7.5%, then rebounded 5% after hours. I actually want to take a look at that. And Trump also questioned hepatitis B vaccine timing. This is controversial. Tying Tylenol to autism will shake up healthcare and lawsuits, guys. That is quite crazy. Let's take a look at Kenvue. I don't think I even looked at Kenvue in the past. We're at 1805. Wow, this is the lowest it's been. 1805. I want to keep an eye on that. And that's a bit. That's it. That's all I wanted to review, guys. Let me go ahead and take a quick peek at Rivian. Rivian yesterday was doing good. We're at 1516. That's amazing, guys. Very, very good. Definitely something that I wanted to see go up, and finally we're getting it. We're looking good, bro. We're gonna be heading to 1630s. Hopefully that's gonna be good. And Palantir 185. I told you guys we were gonna go up after the break of a trend line. And IO 683. We already reached 760s yesterday. We already reached the resistance, so pullbacks happening right now. People taking profits. TerraWolf, surprise, waking up at 1150s. Actually, it was 1177. Dímelo, Robbie. TerraWolf, we entered at 50 cents. We're at 1151, which is great returns. SENS, we went to 46 cents pre-market, and now we're back to 40.459, which is great. And I see the rejections we're getting is looking good. No news. Other items that I'm keeping an eye, plug power, like I said, already going up 2.9. And let me see. Lift. Told you guys we were gonna go up 2287. My friends, I told you that knife has a target of 50. We're gonna get there, bro. Easy. Intel 2925. Little bit of a pullback after reaching the 200 EMA. Nokia 480s, guys, waking up again. 480s. This is looking good. This is looking very, very good. Let's see if it holds up. And yeah, that's all I wanted to review with all of you guys. If there's any questions, submit them right now. If you have any questions, Robbie, let me know. Rivian is doing good. There's a pullback right now happening, but it's alright. SENX back to 46 cents. Let's go, bro. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to 150s, bro. You're gonna see. In TerraWolf 1145. Let's go. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I'm a little bit sick. I apologize if that's an inconvenience to all of you, but I hope that this actually leads to better success in your trading. I do this every day. Let's check out, before I go, let's check out the stock market heat map. Stock market heat map looks pretty green and gray to me. Eli Lilly negative 8.8%, so not that bad. Nvidia negative 1.4. Gainers Palantir, AMD, good. I see MCK, COR, utilities SRE are up. There's a few things up, there's a few things down, but overall not bad at all. I think with that perspective that we got from this other dude saying that we should go 2% lower in interest rates, that gives us a good sign. Crypto, on the other hand, has been very mixed. We see a lot of green in like altcoins, but the big guys have been going down. Like, for example, Bitcoin went down to 112,950s. We broke a trend line. Actually, I want to go ahead and do this now. Ethereum 4,200, XRP is 2.86, Cardano is at 0.82, Dogecoin 0.24, and so on. And I do see some altcoins in the green though. By the way, CleanSpark, phenomenal, bro. 14.5. Actually, we went to 14.9 pre-market, but we're looking good. We're looking good. We're gonna go to HC Wainwright's target, which is $27. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. You already know. Check out my music, link in the description, and all over my YouTube channel. We do the videos con mucho amor, and as always, have a beautiful day.